れが目的かよ。暴れろ、悪魔くん。
When Aiku had told Sae they will play without Shido, it might just have seemed like the captain's whims to prove his team's strength, but there was a lot going on beneath the surface. For example, why would the captain of the team, considered to be the best in Japan, would want to test their strength against a team of nobodies that no one expected much from anyways? Aiku had even admitted that he had underestimated them. So why would he want to test his strength against a team he thought was weaker than his team? It doesn't make any sense. It turns out Aiku was way more cunning than he seemed at first glance. Even though it looked like Sae got what he wanted when they brought Shido out, what you might have missed was that Aiku had played Sae like a fiddle. How, you ask? I'm going to explain it in this video, so stay tuned for that. Greetings Anime Thrones fans. Sae had never hidden his displeasure with the Japanese national team ever since he came back to Japan. He even called them mediocre at best in the interview back in season 1. But then he suddenly agreed to join their team just because he was interested in Bluelock. I've already explained why Sae was so interested in a team considered to be made of random nobodies in a country he doesn't even care about in my How Sae Pulled an Itachi on Rin video. I'll post the link to that video at the end in case you wanna check it out. Anyway, so even though he had agreed to join the under-20 team as their offensive midfielder, he made it pretty obvious to everyone what he thought about them by calling them a useless, defective bunch, especially about their star striker, Sendo, by calling him a piece of trash, garbage, worse than a monkey, etc. He even brought in a striker of his own that he poached from Bluelock. That was his condition for playing for the under-20 team, because as I had said in my previous video, without Shido, the under-20 team was weak and Sae will not be able to test the true strength of Bluelock unless they fight them with a stronger team. After the first half ended, the under-20s team looked really dejected. Everyone knew that without Sae, they had no chance of winning. If you remember, back in episode 6 of this season, Sae had told Aiku that he was the one testing the under-20 team, and if they couldn't keep up with him, he will drop out of the match. And after the first half, it turned out they really can't keep up with him. Even when Sae had created multiple opportunities, their strikers were not able to score a goal. So in the under-20s locker room, while the others were discussing a strategy for the second half, Sae started to do exactly what he had promised Aiku, that is, leave. He told their team that he went along with the captain's plans and this was the result, and he had seen what he had wanted to see, that is Bluelock, and then he started to leave, and that's when Aiku stopped him by dangling a bait in front of him. Aiku apologized to his team, saying he had made a selfish bet and had wanted to test their strength and where they stood. But like I said earlier, it doesn't make any sense. You can only test your strength against a stronger team, but Bluelock was considered to be a team of nobodies, whereas the under-20 team was considered to be the best of their generation. And Aiku had admitted in the previous episode that he had underestimated the Bluelock team. So him admitting they were weak and will lose at this rate after playing against them makes sense, as they found out how strong Bluelock really is. So why would Aiku make that bet with Sae to test where they stood before they had even played against Bluelock? It's because what he had said had nothing to do with Bluelock or its strength. His main intention was to use Shido as leverage against Sae, because Aiku, thanks to Sae's open dislike towards the Japanese team, had probably guessed that it was really important for Sae to play against Bluelock for some reason. You can check out what that reason was in my previous video. That was why he knew Sae won't really pull out or would agree to his conditions if he threatened him with the match being cancelled due to the players pulling out. He also guessed there was a chance that once Sae got what he wanted, that is, to to check out Bluelock and to play with Shido, Sae might get bored and would probably try to leave during the game. And he also knew if Sae left, their chances of victory might go down. At the very least, they would be a much stronger team with Sae on the field, even if he didn't know the strength of Bluelock. So instead of giving Sae both the things he wanted at once, Aiku decided to give him one thing at a time. That's probably the real reason why he held Shido back, to use him as a trump card against Sae, not because he wanted to test his team's strength against a team that nobody knew anything about. When Sae had said it's too late and that they had no hope without him now that he was going home, remember how Aiku had said that they did have hope as they had a demon in the wings. And when Shido had asked Sae if having him on the team will be a good enough reason for him to fight, and Sae had agreed to stay even though he had realized that this was Aiku's plan all along, Sae had called Aiku a shrewd captain, at least in the manga, and had kind of acknowledged that he had been outsmarted by Aiku and he agreed to go along with him. So, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it was all Aiku's master plan to manipulate Sae? I'll also post more anime review videos soon. If you have any anime you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please click the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.